finally made it to New Orleans, and I was going to try something I haven't tried for over a decade, a shrimp po' boy, something I loved as a kid. Hi, I'm Will. I spent my 20s living in a boring area with not much to do, and so I decided to pack up and travel the world through Airbnbs while working a remote job. I was willing to do whatever it took to live a more fulfilling and enriching life. Join me on my adventure, turmoils, trials, and tribulations. So it is packed in there, 30 to 40-minute wait to dine in. I decided to order out because it's just gonna take less time. I ordered a po' boy, which I haven't had since I was a kid, and we're gonna wait it out. By the way, Mardi Gras is a month from now. Unfortunately, I won't be here for the actual celebration, but you know, that's when the prices get hiked, parking gets crazy. So I'm kind of glad I'm missing it too. I think it's a nice celebration to have if you can afford to be here during it. But you know, I need to get to Texas. So I just arrived in New Orleans and I'm here at this New Orleans casual dining place to try my first po' boy sandwich I've had in years. I went here as a, not here, but I went to New Orleans as a kid once and I loved the po' boy and haven't had it since really. So looking forward to trying it out. It's been over 15 years. So I'm going to tell you the history of a po' boy and my own personal history of a po' boy and why I like a po' boy so much and haven't had it in over a decade and want to try one at one of the most famous New Orleans spots behind me, R&O. So in the 1930s, basically there was this strike and a lot of these poor people, thousands of them, needed an inexpensive way of eating a sandwich. So this one restaurant, not this one, but a different one, decided to give them free food. So they invented a free sandwich, which they called po' boy because it's named after poor people, poor boy. And I learned that really through a tour I took with my family back like 15 years ago. And in that tour, we had one food item we could choose. I chose the po' boy. I loved it so much. I was really hungry that day. And quite frankly, it wasn't anything special. Like a lot of the ingredients you could probably get at a Subway. The only real difference is the meat. They usually have fried shrimp. And so I was just really hungry that day and I ate it and I was like, this is really good. I wish I had more. But you know, the tour only came with like one entree and my family was not poor, but relatively on budget back then. So I was like, man, maybe one day I could come back here when I'm richer and have my whole filling of po' boy on my own, which is ironic because it's still a famous dish but made for poor people. All right, so first po' boy in years. It looks like they just stuffed this thing with fried shrimp and then you have to put on the tomatoes and pickles yourself. So I just want to get one bite and, you know, relive that memory. I don't see any mayonnaise though, which is okay, I guess. Let's try it out. Look how big this thing is. It's almost overflowing with shrimp. It's all right. It's kind of how you would think it would taste. A lot of fried shrimp. The bread tastes like bread. 3 out of 5. Maybe even 2.5 out of 5. Too much shrimp. Not enough other condiments in here. They probably overstuffed it with shrimp. And so because of that, the sandwich is exploding and you can't fit anything else in there. So it came with some tartar sauce and cocktail sauce that you could put on. So I put on the tartar sauce, pickles, lettuce, and tomato. And it tastes a little bit better, but like nothing to write home about. I'd move it up to a 3.0 out of 5.